Imagine you're working hard on your final project. Once it's done, you'll have earned that coveted degree that you've worked so hard for. You're downloading page after page of scholarly articles and web journals. However, your bandwidth seems to have run out. Why is this? All of your neighbors are logged into Netflix and Facebook and other sites that have bought the priority of the bandwidth before you even logged on. Is this the future of the internet? Is this already happening in countries around the world? Is your access to the internet your right as an internet user? In my lifetime, the internet I've seen the internet change and expand into the seemingly limitless interconnection of global communication. I was using computers and the internet since I was 4 years old. My love of computer science and software has brought me to MCTC to study the internet, how we use it, and its ability to improve our quality of life. I see the internet as a beautiful, ever-expanding vehicle for connection and knowledge. However, with expansion comes problems, some of which infringe on our individual freedoms as internet users. The internet has grown substantially since its creation in 1969. Around 40% of the world population has an internet connection today. In 1995, that was only 1%. Social media websites like Facebook and websites like Amazon have completely changed the way that we communicate with each other and do business. However, various problems arise because of web usage and the internet growth. Filter bubbles, fake news, anti-privacy, but let's focus on net neutrality. Companies like Comcast and Verizon will argue that net neutrality is simply regulation of internet traffic. If the issue is regulating traffic, then these companies aim to create fast lanes to optimize speeds and networks that can afford it, like Netflix, for example. As John Thorne, a Verizon senior vice president and deputy general counsel, argues, the only way we're going to attract the truly huge amounts of capital needed to build out these networks is to strike down governmental entry barriers such as net neutrality and allow providers to realize profits. Since net neutrality would prohibit Verizon from receiving the profits he spoke of, he referred to the concept as a barrier to build high-speed networks to accommodate the growing rate of traffic. I agree that more users create more internet congestion and compromise the user experience. I do not believe in an internet that can be bought and monopolized even further than it is now. This would eliminate the startup's ability to compete and your ability to conduct research as a student. Imagine you wanted to start up a taxi service, an internet startup, similar to Uber. However, Uber, a huge internet company with deep pockets, has already bought all of the nice black cars in the world. Therefore, you need to shuttle your customers around in old, unreliable, unflattering cars. This is simply an unfair advantage. As Netflix service declined, the company apparently decided to eliminate the middleman, the third-party data carrying centers. Netflix is instead purchasing that transit directly from Comcast. Netflix's servers, which reside in third-party data centers, will be physically connected to Comcast network ports located in those data centers. This means Netflix will be able to use Comcast network to send their streaming video directly to its customers who received their broadband connection from Comcast. This illustrates an obvious unfair advantage. What's concerning is This is just one example of anti-net neutrality. These agreements are not uncommon. Comcast has an entire business unit dedicated to selling these services. In conclusion, net neutrality is a right to all internet users. However, now more than ever, this right is in jeopardy. The urgent matter at hand is that large corporations have and will continue to regulate our access to our freedom to the internet unless we keep ourselves educated and aware. Large corporations wish to completely eliminate net neutrality and monetize the free utility of the internet and monopolize the internet, eliminating all competition.